Hello, I'm Heather Broadbent. In this video, I'll be talking about positions on the violin. Many times I get asked, how do you know what position you're in? Or how do you know what position is what? So we're going to do a basic overview of pretty much the first 8 positions, and then after that you should know the formula and be able to figure out 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th if you really wanted to play up that high today, okay? So first off, we're going to only be dealing with natural notes on the A string, okay? So here we go. On the A string, first position, we have open A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so that's our first position. All right, so we'll do that again. A, B, C, D, and E. All right, to find third position, it's really pretty easy. We're going to learn third position first, because usually after you learn first position, you move into third. So third position is where your third finger was in first position, okay? So you check that out, that's where your 3 was. You're going to move up and play your first finger where your third finger was. Make sure it's really in tune, and that's third position. Now to check if you're in tune, check it with your open D. And then you know you're really in tune. So you check with the open string, or you can just listen for the ring. Okay, so let's do that again. We'll go back into first position. Okay, and to find third, you take your first finger and you put it where your third finger was. So we have B, C, D. That's where our third finger was. We're going to replace it with the first finger. Okay? So that's D, all right? So we have D, E, F, and G. Okay, so that's third position. D, E, F, and G. Now, like I said, we're talking natural notes. So the half step occurs between the E and the F, and that's why they touch, okay? So that's third position. Second position, we'll go back. Second position, if you use the same formula and you play your first 3 notes on the A string. Second position, replace that second finger with your first finger. So we have A, B, C. Replace that C with 1, and that's our second position. Okay, so C, D, E, F. C, D, E, and F. Alright, so your half step occurs between the E and the F. Alright, so your 3 and 4 touch there. Okay, so now we've talked about third position and second position. Now we're going to go into fourth position. So to find fourth position, you have a couple of options. You can go back to first, play your first 4 notes, A, B, C, D, and E. And you place that fourth finger with your first finger, and you have fourth position. E, F, G, and A. Okay, so you can find fourth position that way, or in third position, you go back to third, D, E, F, and G. You're in fourth position is your first finger on that E, where your fourth finger was in first position. Okay, so we have fourth position, E, F, G, and A. Okay, so that's fourth position. Again, the half step occurs between the E and the F, so they touch. Those 2 fingers touch. Okay, so let's talk about the thumb a little bit before we go into the higher positions. In first position, your thumb lives, in first position. It lives back here, okay? So move so you can see that really well. So we have A, B, C, D, E, all for first position. Okay, you move up to second position. You see everybody moves up as a team, and your thumb has its second position spot. C, D, E, F. Then you move up again to third position. Your thumb, did you see, it moved up into third position spot. So we have D, E, F, and G. Okay, we're going to move up again into fourth position here where your thumb plays, your first finger plays E. Your thumb moves up. So we have E, F, G, and A. Okay, so that's fourth position. Now you go up into fifth position where your first finger goes to where your second finger was in fourth position. So it's F. We're going to play F. So I'll demonstrate. It's coming from fourth position, you play your first finger with E, your E with first finger, and then you have your F with 2. F is is the beginning of the 5th position. Now if you see, my thumb moved up just a little bit. So we have F, G, A, and B. Now once your thumb is here, that's pretty much the home of your thumb when you continue up the violin. So he might move around just a little bit, but he doesn't move all the way over here on the shoulder of the violin. He hangs out here, and you stretch this muscle here in order to play up really high in the violin, okay? So that gives you an idea of what the thumb does, okay? So let's go back to that 5th position. Now remember, 5th position starts on F. If you find it from 3rd position, it's from where your 3rd finger was. So let's go to 3rd, D, E, and F. Okay, you're going to replace that 3 with 1, and that's F, F, G, A, B. Okay, now you're probably thinking, wow, that seems kind of familiar. And yes, it is familiar. That's how you read 1st position. 5th position reads just like 1st on the E string on the A string. Okay, so I'll go through that again. 1st position on the E string, we have F, G, A, B. If we go to 5th position on the A string, it's the same notes. We have F, G, A, and B. Okay? So it reads the same. 5th position reads the same as 1st position. Okay? So 6th position is basically replacing your 2 in 5th position with the 1. And that's G. So you go to G here in 5th position. You replace it with your 1. And you have G, A, B, C. Now remember, we talked earlier about a half step occurring between E and F, and that's where your fingers touch. Well, that half step also occurs between B and C when you're dealing with only natural notes. So here are 3 and 4 touch, okay? So we have G, A, B, and C, okay? So now 7th position, you take that 2 and you replace it with your 1, and you have 7th position. Another way to find 7th position is, here we're on open A. 7th position is exactly 1 octave higher. So you're playing A here, so an octave higher. So you're splitting the string exactly in half, and a harmonic lives there. Now, you don't want to find 7th position always finding the harmonic, because your harmonics cannot be exactly in the right place for intonation. So you do want to feel very confident knowing where 7th position is without testing the harmonic. Okay, you can test with open A, and then play your A in 7th position with that 1st finger. Okay, so this is 7th position. A, B, C, and D. Okay, now if you're thinking, if you're a little familiar with your positions, you're thinking, that seems a little familiar. Yes, 7th position reads just like 3rd position, a string over. So we have A, B, C, and D. If you go to 3rd position on the E string, if you go back here to 3rd, we have A, B, C, and D. So 7th reads just like 3rd, but on a different string, okay? So we'll go back to that A on the A string. 7th position, A, B, C, D. Okay, so that's our 7th position. 8th position, you take your 2 and you replace it with 1. And then we find our 8th position. This is B, B, C, D, and E. Okay, now remember we talked about the half step occurring between B and C, so your fingers touch here between the B and the C. So that's basically the positions in a nutshell. If you want to keep going up the instrument, just use that formula of replacing the 2 with the 1, and you know where your next position is if you want to get into 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And I have an excellent exercise for you to know the positions, but I will put that in the next video that you will receive next week or in 2 days, depending on the scheduling of the videos. But then you'll have this wonderful exercise of being very confident with positions. Okay? So hopefully you found this video to be helpful to help you with positions. If you like the video, please like the video below or subscribe to my YouTube channel, or both. And even better yet, be sure to visit www.onlineviolin.net, where you'll find videos covering all different topics with blog posts. And if you don't find the topic that you're looking for, definitely send me a comment, an email, and say, hey, I want to learn more about this. This is what I'm struggling with. and I'll be sure to post a video for you. Also, register for my Violin Secrets video training, and then that way you'll constantly be getting emails to help you on your violin journey. So remember, be true, be you, be, and until we meet again, happy practicing.